Okay, so with everything currently unfolding to do with
this coronavirus,
even the smallest aspects of life have been changed. For example, for us, a small group of filmmakers at university just trying to create a documentary with the restrictions being put on our assignment and our whole country.
Of entire lockdowns.
We had already planned out our entire documentary based on an up-and-coming Brisbane drummer, but with this situation unfolding, we had to scrap that idea completely and come up with a whole new plan for our documentary. With the deadline approaching and no documentary idea, we had to quickly come up with a new plan. We didn't want to point the camera at the issue of the coronavirus, but we were also unsure how it's actually possible to create a film when
we aren't allowed to actually interview someone face to face.
We had to all film at our own houses.
No one can have any contact with each other except for messaging.
We had to use our own equipment.
That makes it a little bit difficult, especially in quality, especially sound.
In our only meeting before lockdown rules were implemented, we finally came up with a new idea.
Our idea is to make a short film.
So basically,
our idea is how difficult it would be to create a short film when everyone is
at 3 different locations with 3 different cameras, filmed by ourselves, filming ourselves.
But like put together.
Essentially, the documentary is about us.
So we may have set ourselves a huge challenge and a challenge for an industry that runs on teamwork.
Okay, wish us luck!
this is not going to work.
My family think it's a bit crazy.
Basically, I have to refilm it.
I don't know if you're having as much trouble as I am, but this is just...
But here's how we did it. Hello, so I'm Zoe Parra.
Hello, I'm Georgia Mapes.
My name is Daniel Duncan. My role will be writing the script.
My role is producer.
So my role is director. Originally, we had a group of 5, but then 2 left, including our editor and cinematographer.
We all kind of put our hands up as like, we'll help out with everything.
We'll have one person at home and they'll be like, oh my god, someone's breaking in. And we'll cut to the other person like trying to break in. And then at the end it like turns out that like they're separate locations. The other person's trying to like break into their home because they like forgot their key or something.
We have a basic idea of what our story is. Problem is, I don't know how I want to finish it.
So what if she opens the door and nothing's there, and then she turns around and there's like a completely random behind her, and then she gets like dragged off like this.
Damn, yeah, okay.
Pre-production was easy. I sat in a chair and I wrote things. That was it. I also had to shoot myself writing things. That was probably the most annoying part about it.
The pre-production process was kind of difficult in terms of communicating with each other and trying to see if we're on the same page on shots and on overall plan on how we're going to achieve this goal.
So the storyboards took the longest time for me personally because I had to try and draw everything really detailed and exact to how I wanted it filmed. They had to kind of follow it exactly to make sure it would all flow together as a story. And I had to plan shots at places I've never been to. It did take a lot of Zoom meetings and weeks to get the process finished. I think it'll be especially hard because we have to act in the film because we can't really get people to come and act in our film, but we're also not actors, we're like film students, so it might be really bad in that regard. And also trying to film it and see what you're filming while you're going in front of the camera is going to be really difficult. And like filming ourselves in an interview.
Fuck. Ow.
I hate when my fucking mind goes to blank. Just because there's a fucking...
It just is like not natural, so it's like a big challenge for like so many levels, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it by myself.
So I filmed like 2 nights ago, and basically I looked at the footage yesterday and it's so grainy. I have to refilm it. I'm hoping it turns out okay because the scene is like the lights get cut for the house. I still don't think I put enough light into it, so tonight I have to experiment. And setbacks like these are just so frustrating because it just adds more time to it.
I just want this to be over. Honestly, I'm sick of this.
The fact that we had to move the camera,
I had to move the lights,
go back into the same position,
go in front of the camera,
trying to make it look the same,
and then adjust it and do the whole process again every time I adjusted it for every shot.
It was pretty difficult.
Hello? Shit.
Damn it.
So I just finished filming for tonight. It's literally 2:30 in the morning, but I filmed everything and it's way better than last time, so I'm really glad I reshot it.
My cat kept meowing and scratching at the door when I was filming. The dog kept barking at points.
Prim!
Our goals. It was just a bit difficult because I was doing it all by myself. I couldn't just go calm the cat. I'll do.
Right, so for the scene when I put my hand on the handle, obviously, I am actually not outside, as you can clearly see. I am actually in my bathroom. That bit went well. Everything outside, horrible. My camera could not change its ISO well. You couldn't actually see me. I was wearing black. You couldn't even see my hand. It was so dark. I had to use the flash on my phone as a substitute light. So dark. It's very dark. Why the fuck isn't the flash on?
I also had to get my mum to act in the film at the end of it. I had to get her to wear like a black hoodie and black gloves and like pull me back so many times, and it was really funny to do that.
Doing something usual and predictable, that's not why we become filmmakers. Interviewing a musician, that happens quite often. It's funny to see how filmmakers in general are navigating around the whole social distancing thing and trying to create a movie. I want to see how well this turns out. I hope this turns out well. But I'm also cynical and thinking, this is gonna be terrible. But you know, that's experimentation.
So I edited the short film. So the post-production aspect of that for me was actually really hard. I had to download everyone's footage from the Google Drive. When I was getting footage I haven't seen before and trying to edit it to match my place, it just was a lot harder than I thought, especially when I got Dan's footage for the first time. I realized we had completely different doors, so he had to refilm that at a different door inside.
I need to get a new key. The short film, I like the short film.
It looks really good. I'm really happy, and it actually looks like it's in the same location for Daniel's footage and Zoe's.
I never want to have to do that again, but I'm also so happy we did that in the first place because it was a challenge. It was really hard and we all put in so much work. So it was really good to have like a finished product that we were happy with.
I hope I never have to do this again. But I did learn something. I learned never to underappreciate the people working around me. Because that's the reason I have fun making films.
I think this experience has opened my eyes to like what's possible in filmmaking.
Hey, we tried something different, especially in making the documentary and the short film. We just wanted to prove to ourselves that our filmmaking and our film school experience doesn't have to be hindered by the coronavirus times. I'm also really proud of us as a group.
Great challenge, I reckon.
Now if you excuse me, I need to finish my other assignment.